and welcome to Krista's So Crafty. My name is Krista. I really appreciate you being here. So today I'm going to put some different vinyl on my mug. I'll put a picture here showing you what my mug looked like, what I had done for Christmas. I put some vinyl on here and stuff, and it was very cute. But I wanted to change it up because, you know, Christmas is over, and I don't think I want to have a little gnome on here with Christmas presents. This is the mug I'm going to use. I have to be careful because I've got tea in it right now. But I'm going to use my Yeti, and I'm just going to put some vinyl on here. I just like to switch it up for something to do. So this is the file that I'm going to use for on my mug. I just wanted something not Christmassy, but it's not springtime yet. So I found this and I thought it was wonderful. So this design is from SVG Collections. I will leave this up here, so if you want to go and check it out, that's where I've got this from. And they have other ones that are very, very cool as well. I will also put a link down below for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to the size that I need, which for my mug, I want it about 4 inches square. So I'm just going to type 4 and tab up here in this top size area, and 4 and then tab. There we go. That's how I want it on my mug. So now I'm going to take this and to duplicate this, I need 4 different pictures of the same design. So this is how I do it to create my colorways. So now that I have 4 of these, I'm going to click on one of them, and I'm going to go down to the bottom right hand corner to the contour. What this does is it allows me to make changes to my designs. First thing I'm going to do is click hide all contours, and it's going to hide everything except for the very first one. I'm going to go through and click on all the letters, because this is what I want to do first, is the letters, is the words. And we're going to click the inside of these letters. And that will ensure, there we go. Oh, look at, I'm missing the dot on the I. There it is. Okay, so now we have a cozy winter day. So that I want to be a blue color. So I'm going to change up here to this blue. Now I'm going to move over to this one, and I'm going to go down to contour again, and I'm going to go hide all contours, and this time I'm going to click on these little branches here, and I'm going to click on this first one so that only those 2 branches are showing. Click on the X, and now I have just the branches. I'm going to move over and change that to a green color like that. Move down here, and as the designs get smaller, it does get a little bit more interesting to try to do, but it's fine, you can do it. So now I'm going to go through and I'm going to click on all these snowflakes like this. I'm going to take the winter part off, and I'm just going to click on all of these snowflakes, and don't forget about the one in the middle, and then click here. So that gives me just the snowflakes, and those snowflakes I'm going to change them to a white. Now this one gets a little tricky. So click on the last design, click contour. We're going to click on hide all contours. Now rather than going through and clicking on each one of these little individual dots, which you can, absolutely, I'm just going to scroll down to the, well, first of all, I'm going to take that off, and then I'm going to scroll down to the bottom because all of these circles are all down here, and see how they're all grayed out? I'm just going to go through and click on all of these that are gray and turn them white, and that's going to make them show so that the machine will cut them out. Now, if you don't want to cut out all of these little dots, I mean, you don't have to. It wasn't that hard. The Cricut actually was able to go through and cut them out very well. So here they all are, and I'm going to change those to a red because I think they look like, kind of look like cranberries. So I'm going to choose red. So there is our design. So now we can take and we can put it back together. So you just kind of line it up like that. Bring this one in, and it's just going to tuck in here like this. And then this here will go like that. So now we have the front part of our design. I also want to have my name on the back. So I'm going to get a text box, and I'm just going to bring it over here, and I will go in there and I'm going to type in Krista's So Crafty, and I want them on separate lines. So I want it like that. So now I want to go and choose my font. So I'm going to go up under font, and I'm going to go under system, and I'm going to type in and find one that's called Cotton Pink. Yes, Cotton Pink. And I'm going to change it to that. Now, I know for certain that I got this one from dafont.com. So now with my Krista So Crafty, I want to change the color to a red. And I want the height of this to be 4 inches. And so I'm just going to let the width be whatever the width is. So now we have all of our components ready, so we can go ahead and start cutting now. Let's click save. Always want to save, don't want to lose your work. Now let's click on make it. I'm going to go down to the second screen, which is the red, and I'm going to click on the 3 dots up here and choose move object. I'm going to move it to the white mat, and I'm going to put it in the far right, top right hand corner. Then I'm going to go to number 3 mat, click on the 3 dots, move object, move it to the white. You're just moving all of these over onto the white mat. Now you don't have to do this. You can absolutely leave it the way it is and cut them out on separate mats. Now that we have all our designs on one mat, I'm going to click continue. It's going to look for my Cricut. Once it finds it, then we can choose our material. For this, I'm going to use permanent vinyl, and I'm going to use just scraps. So it's going to be vinyl from different companies. So I'm going to click on vinyl right here. I have it in my bookmarked area. Now we can go and cut our vinyl. I have a little piece of transfer tape here. I'm going to cut it so that I can use it for all of these, like this. I'm going to start with the dots. It goes this way. I'm going to take my transfer tape. I'm just going to fold this back a little bit, and I'm going to place this down here like that. And then I'm just going to grab onto this little tab of paper and pull and use my hand to smooth down the transfer tape. Have my scraper, scrape this down from the front, and then I will scrape it from the back. I'm going to pull the paper off, and I'm going to flip it over. Now I did go and dump my tea out, and I washed my cup. I'm going to put this on here like this, and then we'll bring in our transfer tape with our little red dots on it. So I'm going to center that between the word Yeti and this silver band up here, and just put it down like that. And I'll use my scraping tool to help get those little dots stuck down. And then sometimes I use my fingernail to help push them down like so. Whoops, that one came up. The little dots are always the hardest, but just be persistent and they will stay down. Oops, stay there. And so I'm just going to continue on and put the rest of the pieces of this design down. So there is the front. I think it looks so nice. I'm just rubbing it down with my fingers, making sure everything is stuck down very well. Ah, it looks so good. It looks very good. So now I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to put the Krista So Crafty on the back side, and I'm going to center it right here with the Yeti part. So we'll scrape that down, scrape this down. So I had just washed this, that's why I didn't use rubbing alcohol, but be sure to use rubbing alcohol to clean off your surface. And then I'm just going to put this down just like that. There, beautiful. I love it. And it is all done. I just wanted to show you that you can change up your mugs, and the vinyl comes off fairly easy. You just take your picking tool and be careful. You don't want to scratch your paint. And then you can switch it up to whatever design you want on there. Right? I mean, this is what this is all about, is being creative and crafty and using up the stuff that we have in our space. So I really am happy with how this turned out. It's great, and it's perfect for January / into February. And of course, Krista's so crafty. I like that. I like the shininess of that. So pretty. We got it all done. I really like how it turned out. It's very wintry. It's not Christmassy. It's not festive, which I didn't want, but I wanted something on my cup. And then, of course, the Krista's So Crafty. Give you a close-up of that as well. I hope you enjoyed this video today. It's just something to show you that, you know what, you can change out your vinyl on your mugs, on your coffee cups, whatever, to whatever you want them to be. I found this one again at SVG Collections. I will put a link down below. And the font I used here was from defont.com, and it's called Cotton Pink. So thank you again for joining me today on Krista's So Crafty. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel and click on the bell to receive notification every time I do upload a new video. I do upload videos every Thursdays, 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. I would like it if you would join me over on my Facebook page at Krista's So Crafty. There I post, different little things than what's on YouTube. Thank you again for joining me, and happy crafting.